Assalamu alaikum students, this is Hadika Patul and today we are going to discuss about Graphical Analysis of Motion lecture number 3. In previous videos we have already discussed that what is graph and distance time graph. If you want to watch it, then link is in description. Well, in this video we are going to discuss about speed time graph. So let's start our video. What is speed time graph? The graph plotted between speed and time is called speed time graph. In this graph, time is plotted on the x-axis and speed is plotted on the y-axis. Well, the speed time graph is useful for two purposes. Number one is slope of this graph gives us acceleration, while the second purpose is area under the graph gives the distance traveled by the body. Let's discuss these two purposes one by one. Number 1. Slope of speed time graph. As you know that slope of this graph gives acceleration. And students, you know that slope is equal to del y by del x. In this graph, the speed is on the vertical axis and time is on the horizontal axis. Also, slope gives us the acceleration. So this equation becomes A is equal to change in velocity over time taken, where A is the acceleration. Or in other words, this equation becomes A is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity over final time minus initial time. Let's understand this concept by an example. Consider a car which speeds up from 0 meter per second to 10 meter per second in 5 seconds. As you can see, the car speeds up from 0 meter per second to 10 meter per second in 5 seconds. So the above equation becomes A is equal to final velocity is 10 meter per second and initial velocity is 0 meter per second, and final time is 5 seconds and initial time is 0 second. By putting these values, we get the acceleration of the car is 2 meter per second square. Now, the second purpose of this graph is area under graph gives the distance traveled by the body, where there are two areas of this graph. Number 1 is area of rectangular shaded region and the second one is area of triangular shaded region. Let's discuss area of rectangular shaded region. As you can see, this is the speed time graph. Also, you can see that the shape of this area is rectangular. So students, the area of the rectangular shaded region is length multiplied width. In this case, the length is 12 and width is 5. By multiplying these two values, we get the number is 60. As we have already discussed that the area of this graph gives the distance traveled by the body. So this area is actually a length or the distance of the body, which is 60 meter. Now let's discuss the area of triangular shaded region. As you know that area of the triangle is 1 by 2 length multiplied width. In this case, the length is 12 and width is 5. So this equation becomes area is equal to 12 multiplied 5 divided by 2. By solving these values, we get the value 60 divided by 2. And finally, we get the distance is 30 meter. So students, this is the concept of speed time graph. In the next video, we will discuss about equations of motion. So don't forget to watch and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.